Alright, so today we are talking about stuffing Kongs. I'm Kelly, owner of StayDog Pet Training, and just going to go over how I stuff Kongs or other stuffable dog toys. They're great for use with dogs with separation anxiety, or dogs for different behavioral issues, or while you're trying to modify behavior. So we're going to go over these different ones. I personally have big dogs, so they're bigger versions. They come in all different types and sizes and shapes, and from different companies. If you're first starting out feeding your dog a Kong or letting them play with a Kong to try and distract behavior or whatever it may be, or just to enjoy, want to make sure that you have the right size for your dog. The other thing is, in the beginning, you may just want to put in some kibble, maybe some kibble with some peanut butter, just let them feel it out, learn how they play with it, and then you can kind of work up to what I'm going to be doing. So this is just kind of what I had, and I'm not going to be using it all today, but I just wanted to show you kind of all the different things that you can use to stuff a Kong. And there's a lot more, but you can use, personally, one of the easiest things I use is the baby food. I like them because they're lower calorie. So these are apples, pumpkins, and carrots. Apple, carrot, squash. We have a banana and peanut butter. So it makes for something that's easy without a lot of cleanup. Low calorie, so you can use it as your liquid bases. Another popular option is peanut butter, canned pumpkin puree, yogurt, plain yogurt, or you can do flavors. Just make sure that you're watching the ingredients in them. Bananas, smashed bananas I have. They were courtesy of my kids earlier, not finishing them. So we have that. Strawberries. You can use apples. I have some diced carrots that I'm going to be using. Cheerios you can use. I'll be using sweet potatoes, both cubed and smashed. I have some leftover chicken from dinner that I'm going to use. And then I have what are my dog's favorite treats, are their high value rewards, really. Beef liver, freeze-dried beef liver. And what I do with those, they come in actually pretty big chunks. So I actually will cut them into much smaller chunks so that I can fit them in there and use them for more different purposes in training and things like that. Then I have just the regular kibble and dog-friendly beef jerky. You can also use canned dog food as another liquid, so that's another option as well. So we'll be using these, only some of these right now, but there's other things that you can add into this. You could use zucchini, peppers, broccoli, kale. Then you have the different types of meats. You can use canned meat, cooked meat, raw meat, and including fishes. A lot of people use canned salmon, sardines. Then you can also use things like cottage cheese, eggs. That makes for a great mixer as well. So we'll be posting a picture on all the different things that you can use just so you have it. But let's get started. And this can all be adapted for your particular dogs and their needs. So you can certainly go very low calorie, you can go high protein, you can leave certain items out if they have allergies. So you can mix and match as much as you want and kind of have fun with it. I personally like to kind of make mine in layers. I know there's a lot of people out there who will just mix it all together and then stuff it. Just kind of a layer person. I feel like they have more fun. I do like to start with some type of liquid, so I'm gonna go with the apple, carrot, squash. It's actually the lowest calorie out of those, and I'm gonna start with that. I try to do this all under the liquidy mat. That way, whatever falls out, I just use it for the base for the liquidy mat. It's almost done when we start. So I'm going to just start with that. I like to kind of make it in layers, kind of, if you can think about it, like a appetizer, salad, dinner, dessert, So that's why I like to do my layers. So I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna add some of the freeze-dried beef liver. And then we're gonna go with just a little bit more of this at first. And then do some squash, or zucchini, sweet potato. Then I'm gonna do some kibble in here. I like it, fills it up and gives it some substance in there. Pour some more of this on it. I'm gonna put some of this leftover chicken in. You can also use different meats like fish too. So that's always an option. Put a couple carrots in here. You don't want to stuff it too tight. Definitely leave some room for that. And then I'm going to put some pieces of beef jerky hanging out, kind of. And just press that in. And we're going to go here. I use this bin. I brought it. It's actually like a hospital bin, but fits all the Kongs in it. That way, what I personally like to do, which actually makes it much harder for the dogs, is freeze everything afterwards. So I love freezing, and this will easily fit right in there, so it's much easier. Again, I'm going to start with the freeze-dried beef. Let's do some carrots in here. This one I'll add some of the cheers. If this your dog's not used to it, you may only want to start out mixing 1 or 2 ingredients. My dogs do these all the time, so it's much easier for me. And I kind of like to give them those different layers. That gives them a lot of fun. Keeps them interested. And then this one, this, there. Should have just enough of this guy. He's good to go. So this one is for my big girl. So I'm going to do this one with one of these kind of hanging out. Actually, that one's a little bit for the other one, but we'll put it in there. I'll add some more once I get going. This one, I'm not going to put the chicken in because I freeze them. I kind of like to use them for different things. So you can use this just to distract them. For example, if the UPS guy's coming and you comes at the same time and you're trying to work from home, it's an easy tool to use to distract them from that. I personally use them a lot when I have guest overs, just to entertain the dogs. I don't have to worry about them. And they're not barking, so that's always good. So sometimes what I'm stuffing them with all has to do with my whole goal. Alright, so I'm going to stuff the topples. These, I like to put dry food in the bottom. It gets in these little crevices. So you can see there's some dry food down there. So it makes it harder for the dogs. Do all of this. I have the beef jerky kind of chopped up. And this guy's good. This one didn't make it past one of our tests, so the dog's kind of got a hold of this one, but it's still usable, so I'm going to use it. Cheerios on top of that. Bring some down. This guy, and last we just have the lickety mat. So I'm going to use the rest of this sweet potato. And then I'm also going to use the banana on this. Using a spoon for all this, I've found is the easiest. Gets it down in those grooves really easily. Not a big fan of cleaning this, so I want them to get everything out of there. And then I'm just going to use the rest of any of my baby food. And we'll be set. Again, I'm just going to throw this all in the freezer. Takes about 4 hours until it's frozen and ready. And then with this, I'll just have them as I need them, so they're ready to go for anybody coming over, anything I need to do, or if I just feel like they need some extra fun. So we'll get that all done. Good. We're just going to put them in the freezer now.